Alright, so I'm working. I'm always working. Just a security guard. But I wanted to do this video because there's something that happens or that is on the process of happening about the abortion that is really fucking awesome. I don't see why we have to let the abortion thing be a law. I don't see why we have to have that law where women can do whatever the fuck they want when they got pregnant, and if they want to terminate the pregnancy, they can do it, and if they don't want, they don't do it. First of all, we should go. We should go back in time if there's a way. If there was a way, we should go back in time with at least the mother of the people that think like the mother of those women who are fighting to get the abortion legal and to make it law. And I would like to go back on time until before they were born, and with their mother knowing all this bullshit going on, with their mother having the knowledge of what their daughter are doing and are fighting for, and see how many of them make it to you know the birthday, how many of them have to actually come to this world and be born, and how many of them go on abortion because I would do it. I would fucking abort my kid if I could. If there's ever a way to go back in time and I see my daughter or my son fighting for this shit, and fighting so much to the point they go on strike and shit like that just to have the abortion thing to be made law and to be legal, and to let the woman decide what they want to do with their body. Is their body, yeah, but that's another life growing on you. That baby is not born. That baby is not in our world yet, but it's inside you and it's alive. It has a heartbeat. It's alive. It's not a fucking body inside of you growing with no life. Life doesn't start when you are born. Life starts when you are already, with that little thing inside you. That's when they start living. They're not completed yet. They're not created yet. They're just they're not a full baby yet, but it's alive. And after a couple of months, you can see the little baby, with their arms and legs, that human being growing in you. So it's alive. You people are really confused about that shit, about, oh, life starts when you are born. No, because being born is something, and being on that stage, on that moment when you are just nothing, when you are just blood and nothing, just something growing inside a woman. It takes 9 months, and those 9 months are called gestation months. You see, it's not alive. Like people say, oh, that's not alive. It's alive because it's inside the woman. It's alive. It has a heartbeat. It's living. It's moving. They can't even feel it after the first few months. They can't even feel that baby moving there. But Now we have to let women do whatever the fuck they want because, we are allowing that to happen. We are allowing women to take control of the fucking planet, of our fucking lives. You know, it's fair for them to, to be asking for rights and to be asking for everybody to let them do whatever the fuck they want about that, about if they gonna have a baby or if they gonna have an abortion, huh? But they are the only one who can make that decision. Why we don't make it, fair? If you want to have the abortion thing to be legal, and even the health insurance to pay for it, because that's another thing nobody's talking about. Who's paying for that? Most of them is a fucking health insurance. So taxpayer people is the one paying for that bullshit. You see, is the one paying for fucking some bitch who wanted to fuck some guy, don't use protection, and she don't want the baby because she just was, it was a one night thing. So she got pregnant. She don't want the baby. She don't want no responsibilities. So fuck that. I'm going to the abortion clinic and have a free abortion, right? And taxpayers have to pay for it. It's easy as fuck. Because this new generation, they don't want any responsibilities. That's why they love dogs. That's why they love cats. That's why they rather have pets than having kids. Because having pets, the moment you don't want to have that pet no more, you just give it away or sell it, which is called adoption. They don't have a price because they're selling the pet on the price, on that much money. They call it adoption fee because they want to make sure that the pet is going to a safe house. Yeah, whatever. It's kind of a business. You cannot do that with a baby. You can, have your baby, and after a few years, you'd be like, oh, I'm sick of this baby. I'm going to put it for adoption, so give me $5,000 and you can keep the baby. I just want to make sure the baby going to a safe place. The fuck? You can't do that, so that's why baby bother people so much nowadays. Because they want to have the fun. They want to have, the whole experience about sex, but they don't want the responsibility. It's too much change for them. When they have a baby, everything on their lifestyle have to change. They hang out have to change. The parties have to change. The being drunk have to change. The waking up at midday or fucking afternoon have to change. You see? You're gonna be more time up feeding that baby, taking care of that baby. You have to cut your lifestyle. You have to cut the going out every night. You have to, you have to be home. You have to take care of that baby. That's too much for this generation to change. They were going crazy on the COVID lockdown. What the fuck you think they're gonna do that for a baby? Nah, it's easier to go get an abortion because that's the thing now. You get pregnant, you don't want the baby, go get an abortion. And better yet, health insurance is paying for it. You don't have to pay no money out of your pocket. The health insurer will pay for it, of course. Right? This is fucking amazing because we have to make everything easier for the next generation. But the thing is, we are making it way too easy for them. Way too easy. And remember something, that's an old say from people. From really old people that I heard before. And their saying is that tough times create hard men. Tough time creates strong men. Strong men create easy time. Easy time create weak men. Weak men create tough times. Right now, we are on those easy time with this generation. Everything is way too easy for them. Way too easy. So this is the generation that's gonna fuck everything up. This is the generation that's gonna bring us back to the tough times, which were depression and when everybody was fucked up with no money, no job, and nowhere to make money. Remember those times back in the day? You know, most of you don't know about shit, about none of that shit, because most of you have been fucking born on money. Most of us don't. Most of us, to eat, we even have to be, all day or sometimes being days trying to get some money so we can eat. That's something not everybody go through. And that's something I'm trying to not having my kids going through. But this generation is gonna fuck that up because everything is everything is way too easy for them. Everything. They don't want no responsibilities or nothing. They just want to beat them. They just want to do whatever the fuck they want, and they just want to, have an easy life. And they don't appreciate everything their parents did for them when they were growing up, and they just don't realize they were babies too. They were babies, and they don't realize they fucked their parents' life when they got born. Even when they find out they were pregnant, everything got fucked up for them. But they didn't care. They still have you. They still fucking took care of you. You grew up. Now you're a fucking adult, and you have no appreciation for that. You have no appreciation for life. That you're just fighting to fucking end life before they're even born. If you don't want to have kids, don't have sex, or use protection. Use fucking pills to Plan B pills or whatever. But if you don't want to use any of it, don't have sex. Masturbate or something, but don't have sex. Because it's gonna happen if you don't use anything to protect yourself against getting pregnant. It's going to happen. You see? Another thing, why is it only for you women, the decision? Y'all want to make the decision about if you're having the baby or if you're not having the baby because it's your body, blah, 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 that bullshit you're always talking about. But why then we don't make it 50-50? If you don't want to have a baby, then okay, you don't want to have the baby, go get the fucking abortion then. But when the man is the one who doesn't want to have a baby, why should he be obligated to pay child support, even if he says that he don't want to have a baby and he asks the woman to have an abortion, but because maybe that man have money, so maybe the woman have 3 abortions before, but this one have money, so this one have to pay me child support. So this one, with that money, I gonna get my nails done, then my hair done, and I gonna get my clothes, and I gonna buy my weed, and I'm not gonna take care of a baby because it's a baby I didn't want, but they just paying me for. If you want to have the decision in your hand on if you're having a baby or not when you get pregnant, we should also have the decision in our hand if we want to take care of that baby, paying child support or not. You see? We should not be obligated to pay child support for babies we don't want. Because the same as you, when y'all don't want a baby and y'all want to have that opportunity to make that decision on your own and nobody can say shit about it, why can't we do the same thing? Why can't we be like, if we don't want the baby and you want to have it, okay, it's your baby, I'm out. I'm not paying child support. I don't want anything to do with that baby. But now it's not like that. You want to have that choice to, decide if you want to have the baby or not. But we cannot have the choice to decide if we want to pay child support for that baby or not. You know, we're still being obligated to do it. But y'all want to have the freedom to decide when to have the baby and when not to have it. You know, and why? Why? I mean, what the fuck, man? Having a baby that's not a job where you should get paid for it. You know, that's not a job when now I have a baby, he's working, he make this much money a month. So okay, so the court's gonna have him giving you $1,000 a month for that baby. Fuck that. $1,000 for what? Baby doesn't gonna eat $1,000 a month. But now they have to give you that money because you have to get your your nails done, you have to get your hair done, you have to get your new clothes, you have to get your fucking Gucci bags, and you have to be on point with the shoes, your Jordans and shit. While the baby is all fucked up with the same diaper all day. And we're still obligated to pay child support. And if we don't pay child support, they take our checks. And if we're not working, they just lock us down. While you are just spending that money that you're getting for that kid and you're spending it on you. But y'all still want to have the decision in your hand on when to have a baby or not. Because it's your body, nobody can say shit about it. Right? That's how it works. Y'all don't want no baby, don't fuck nobody. It's easy. Y'all don't want to get pregnant, use a fucking condom, use a fucking pill, or don't have sex. Don't fuck nobody. You're not gonna have the fun without the consequences. You see? It's simple. You can't have both. Only one can't have both unless you use protection.